As I said before, the commandments are a set of moral and religious principles meant to engender peaceful coexistence. Listen to this sister who has followed the moral lessons provided by the commandments and useful advice from elderly women.
I got married at 19. I had my first baby when I was 21. I had 3 kids at age 30. I didn't drink. I didn't do drugs. I didn't party. I've only ever slept with one man. And a lot of people would say that I missed out on my 20s, that I didn't do it the way most girls do. But here's the thing. When I was younger, I wasn't looking around at people who were my age. I was looking at people who were older than me, people who had the kind of lives that I wanted to have someday, the kind of marriages I admired, the kind of families that felt peaceful and stable and meaningful and fun. When I listened to them talk about their lives, they weren't sad that they missed out on like sleeping around or partying. They weren't bitter that they didn't, get drunk more when they weren't angry that they didn't spend more time finding themselves. What mattered to them was the relationships that they built inside their homes. What mattered was who they became as wives, husbands, as parents, as people. And it was obvious to me back then that life is very, very short. And so I didn't want to just sit around waiting to jump into the parts that actually matter. I didn't want to spend a lot of time waiting to become the person that I wanted to become. Because if you say that you want a life in your 40s, 50s, 60s that's full of purpose, and if you see yourself as a wife, as a mom, as somebody who is building a family, then why wait so long and fall into the traps that the world sets for young women? Why focus only on yourself, waking up next to strangers and wandering aimlessly while time passes? The truth that nobody really wants to say out loud is that as time goes by, you get older, options change, and you become the person that you are currently being. So why live in a completely different world than the one you ultimately want, just because that's what the world tells you to do? If you look around, a lot of the world is not happy. They don't end up being happy long-term in life. Just because you're young now doesn't mean that you can't start building the habits that set the foundation for your future marriage, for your future family, for your future peace. If you don't believe me, listen to older women who have found real success and happiness, and they'll tell you that it wasn't found in the things everyone told them to chase in their 20s. It was found in commitment and discipline and love and in the life that they built on purpose.
The Bible teaches parents to train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. The good life she is living is evidence of the benefits of adhering to the admonitions of the 10 Commandments. Time is short. If you love me, subscribe, share this channel and its messages so others will hear them and know the truth.